Welcome to Thought Frontier.
Hey everyone, ready to dive into the world of AI. We've got a really interesting mix of sources for this deep dive.
Oh, yeah.
Academic papers,
Cool.
some philosophical takes, even a few YouTube gems.
Nice.
Our mission, to help you cut through all the noise and figure out what's really going on with these increasingly intelligent machines.
Yeah, it's fascinating how quickly this field is moving.
It really is.
What was cutting-edge research just a few years ago is now, being used in everyday applications.
Exactly. So first things first, let's break down what AI actually is.
Okay.
I mean, we hear the term everywhere, but what's at its core?
So, at the most basic level, AI is about machines doing things we usually think of as requiring human smarts.
Okay.
Learning, reasoning, solving problems.
Right.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
A superpowered apprentice
Okay.
who can learn incredibly fast, but still needs guidance to make sure it's learning the right things.
I like that. So not quite taking over the world yet, but definitely capable of learning. A lot of the sources talk about narrow or weak AI. What exactly does that mean?
Good question.
Yeah.
Much of what we call AI today is really good at specific tasks, but it lacks the flexibility and general intelligence of humans.
Yeah.
It's more like really advanced computational
The
statistics.
computational statistics. So less
Yeah.
like a thinking machine and more like a really good spreadsheet.
That's a decent analogy.
Okay.
AI systems often rely heavily on crunching massive amounts of data to find patterns.
I see.
Take dummy variables, for example.
Okay.
They're the unsung heroes of AI, allowing machines to categorize information and make sense of complex data.
Wait, dummy variables.
Mhm.
These sound familiar. Are
Yeah.
those used in like economic models and stuff?
They are, and AI uses them in a similar way.
Huh.
It's like sorting your emails into folders.
Right.
Each folder is a dummy variable
Okay.
representing a category.
Yeah.
AI systems use these variables to organize information and make decisions based on what they've learned.
So is all the hype about AI just a fancy way of saying it's really good at statistics?
Not entirely.
Okay.
The power comes from how AI combines these statistical techniques with sophisticated algorithms.
Okay.
This allows it to tackle incredibly complex tasks, like recognizing faces
Right.
or even composing music.
Wow.
In some cases, AI can even outperform humans,
Really?
especially when there are clear rules to follow.
Huh.
Take image recognition. AI can often pick out patterns and details that humans miss because of its ability to overfit to the data.
Overfitting?
Yeah.
That sounds intense.
Yeah, it can be a double-edged sword.
Is it a good thing?
It helps AI excel in specific tasks, like identifying tiny differences in medical images to diagnose diseases.
Okay.
But it can also make AI systems vulnerable when faced with unexpected inputs.
I see.
Imagine a self-driving car that's been overtrained to recognize stop signs.
Yeah.
It might get confused by a slightly different design
Oh, right.
and fail to stop.
Ew.
Highlighting the need for careful training and testing in AI development.
Okay, so there's more to it than just crunching numbers.
Right.
But what about those sci-fi scenarios where AI becomes super intelligent?
There's a lot of debate about whether this type of AI can eventually lead to what's called artificial general intelligence,
Oh, right.
or AGI.
AGI, that's the idea of machines that are as smart as humans.
Exactly.
Capable of learning and doing anything we can do.
Exactly.
All right.
AGI is still a hypothetical concept.
Right.
And there's no consensus on whether or when it might become a reality.
I've heard some people say it's just around the corner,
Right.
while others say it's pure science fiction.
Right.
What's your take?
There are strong arguments on both sides.
Okay.
We've seen remarkable progress in AI, but replicating the full complexity of the human mind is a monumental challenge.
Yeah.
And then there's the even more mind-bending concept of artificial superintelligence,
Okay.
or ASI.
ASI, and now we're talking about machines that are not just as smart as humans, but smarter.
That's the idea.
Okay.
ASI is a hypothetical form of AI that would surpass human intelligence in every aspect,
Oh.
potentially leading to unpredictable and even uncontrollable outcomes.
Okay, that's where things start to get a little unsettling.
Yeah.
But let's stick with the AI we have now.
Okay.
One of the sources mentions something called generative adversarial attacks.
Right.
What are those, and
So-
should we be worried?
Generative adversarial attacks,
Okay,
or GAAs,
got it.
are a way to exploit vulnerabilities in certain AI systems,
Okay,
particularly those trained on images.
okay,
Think of it like this.
okay.
A hacker subtly changes a few pixels in a picture of a panda,
Right.
and the AI suddenly thinks it's looking at a shark.
Whoa, seriously, just a few pixels can fool an AI like that.
Yes.
Wow.
Some AI systems especially those focused on image recognition,
Right.
are highly sensitive to tiny changes in input.
I see.
This sensitivity can be exploited to manipulate the AI's output,
Okay.
potentially with dangerous consequences.
Right.
Imagine an autonomous vehicle misinterpreting a stop sign because of a GAA. Not a very comforting thought.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
So we need to be aware of these vulnerabilities as AI systems become more prevalent in our lives.
Absolutely.
Speaking of prevalent, what about those large language models or
Oh.
LLMs that
Yeah.
everyone's talking about? The ones that can write poems, code, and even argue philosophy?
Impressive.
Are they truly intelligent?
Yeah. Yes, the LLMs.
Yeah.
They're certainly impressive in their ability to generate human-quality text.
Yeah.
But whether they're truly intelligent is a question that goes beyond the technical and into the realm of philosophy.
Because they're basically just really good at mimicking what they've learned, right? It's like piecing together words without actually understanding the meaning behind them.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
LLMs are masters of pattern recognition,
Okay.
trained on massive data sets of text and code.
Right.
They've learned the statistical relationships between words and phrases.
I see.
But there's a crucial difference between understanding language and simply mimicking it.
So they can write a sonnet that rhymes and follows the rules, but they don't actually feel the emotions behind the words.
Exactly.
Right.
LLMs can produce grammatically correct and contextually relevant sentences,
Yeah.
but they often lack the deeper understanding of meaning that humans have.
Right.
They're like parrots,
Oh,
repeating what they've heard without grasping the underlying concepts.
right.
And this can lead to what's called hallucination.
Hallucination.
Yeah.
Like the AI is seeing things that aren't there.
Not literally seeing,
Okay.
but rather generating output that's factually incorrect or nonsensical.
Right.
Even though it might sound perfectly coherent.
Yeah.
It's like the AI is piecing together words based on statistical probability without truly understanding what it's saying.
So LLMs are impressive tools, but we need to be aware of their limitations.
Absolutely.
Especially when considering their potential impact on fields like education, journalism,
Right.
or even legal proceedings.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We need to be critical and discerning consumers of information,
Right.
especially when that information is generated by AI systems.
And that brings us back to the question of AGI.
Okay.
If LLMs aren't the path to true artificial general intelligence, what is?
Yeah.
One of the papers presents a really intriguing alternative called algorithmization.
Okay.
Can you break that down for us?
Algorithmization is a fascinating concept that suggests a different path to AGI,
Okay.
focusing on interconnected ANI agents. Think of them like specialized AI experts working together.
So instead of trying to create one superintelligent AI, we could create a network of specialized AI systems that work together.
Exactly. This approach could be more realistic and gradual than trying to achieve AGI in one giant leap.
Right.
We could develop and refine these specialized systems incrementally,
Yeah.
testing them in controlled environments to reduce the risk of unintended consequences.
This sounds like a much more manageable approach.
Right.
But how would these specialized AIs actually work together? Wouldn't they need some kind of central control or coordination?
That's a key question.
Yeah.
The paper suggests developing a platform that allows these ANIs to communicate and collaborate effectively,
Okay.
sharing knowledge and insights to tackle problems that are beyond the capabilities of any single AI.
So imagine a team of AI specialists,
Right.
each with its own expertise, brainstorming and working together to solve a complex challenge.
Exactly.
That's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah,
But wouldn't we still need to worry about things like alignment and control?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Even with specialized AIs working together,
Right.
the alignment problem remains crucial.
Okay.
We need to ensure that these systems, individually and collectively, operate in a way that benefits humanity and aligns with our values.
Right.
We don't want a bunch of well-intentioned AI specialists accidentally creating a disaster because they weren't aligned on the bigger picture.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
So algorithmization is a promising avenue,
it is.
but it still requires careful consideration of the ethical implications and the need for robust oversight.
Exactly.
We need to think deeply about the implications of this approach.
Yeah.
Just like we need to think critically about any technology that has the potential to reshape our world.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked about the foundations of AI,
Right.
from those workhorse algorithms to the mind-bending potential of superintelligence.
Yeah.
But let's bring it back down to earth for a bit.
Okay.
How is AI actually showing up in our lives right now?
You might be surprised just how pervasive AI already is.
Really?
Not just robots in self-driving cars.
Yeah.
Those are coming along. AI is quietly working behind the scenes in so many ways we don't even think about.
I think a lot of people still picture AI as something out of science fiction.
Right.
But I bet if we looked around, we'd find it everywhere.
Absolutely. Think about those eerily accurate recommendations you get on streaming services.
Oh, yeah.
Or the personalized ads that seem to follow you around online.
Uh-huh.
That's AI at work, analyzing your preferences and tailoring your digital experience.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely AI I encounter every day.
Right.
Sometimes it feels helpful, like
Yeah.
when Spotify nails a new song recommendation,
Mm-hmm.
but other times it can feel a bit creepy.
Yeah.
Like, how does Amazon know? I was just thinking about buying a new waffle iron.
That's the duality of AI.
Yeah.
It could be both incredibly useful and a bit unnerving.
Right,
But it's important to remember that these systems are ultimately powered by data.
right.
They learn from our online behavior, our purchases, even our social media posts.
So it's not like AI is reading our minds.
Right.
But it's getting pretty darn good at predicting our wants and needs based on the information we generate. What are some other ways AI is being used to make a tangible difference outside of the digital realm?
One area where AI is already having a significant impact is healthcare.
Okay.
AI-powered systems are being used to analyze medical images,
Right.
helping doctors diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately.
Oh, wow.
This can be life-saving, especially for conditions like cancer, where early detection is crucial.
Wow. So AI is literally helping save lives.
It is.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Are there any other applications in healthcare that are particularly promising?
AI is also being used to develop personalized treatment plans,
Okay.
tailoring therapies to a patient's individual genetic makeup and medical history.
Wow.
This could revolutionize how we treat diseases,
Okay.
leading to more effective treatments and better outcomes for patients.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It sounds like AI is taking on the role of a super smart medical assistant,
Right.
helping doctors make more informed decisions and provide more targeted care.
Yeah.
What about other fields beyond healthcare? Where else is AI making waves?
The applications are truly vast.
Okay.
In finance, AI is being used to detect fraud and manage risk.
Okay.
In transportation, it's powering those self-driving cars we were talking about,
Right.
which have the potential to make our roads safer and more efficient.
Yeah.
Even in agriculture, AI is being used to optimize crop yields and reduce waste.
It sounds like AI is becoming a ubiquitous tool,
Yeah,
touching nearly every aspect of our lives.
that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
AI is becoming increasingly ubiquitous, woven into the fabric of our world in ways we may not even realize.
But this rapid integration of AI also raises some important questions.
Yeah.
We talked earlier about the potential for job displacement
Right.
as AI systems become more capable.
Uh-huh.
What does the future of work look like in a world where AI is handling more and more tasks?
That's a question that's on a lot of people's minds.
Right.
And it's a valid concern.
Yeah.
As AI becomes more sophisticated,
Yeah.
it's likely to automate many jobs that are currently done by humans.
Right.
We need to be realistic about this potential impact and take steps to prepare for the changes that are coming.
So, are we all destined to be replaced by robots? Is
Well-
there any hope for us humans in an AI-driven world?
Not at all.
Okay.
While some jobs will inevitably be automated,
Right.
new jobs will also emerge in fields related to AI development, data science,
Okay.
and the management and maintenance of these increasingly complex AI systems.
Right.
The key is to be adaptable and forward-thinking,
Okay.
focusing on developing the skills that will be in high demand in this evolving landscape.
So it's not about trying to compete with machines.
Right.
It's about finding ways to work alongside them.
Exactly.
Leveraging our unique human strengths while embracing the capabilities that AI brings to the table.
Exactly.
So instead of robots versus humans, it's more about robots and humans working together.
That's the mindset we need to adopt.
Okay.
And it's not just about jobs. It's about finding ways for AI to enhance our lives in all aspects, from healthcare to education to entertainment.
That brings us back to the ethical considerations we touched on earlier.
Okay.
It's great to talk about AI's potential benefits.
Yeah.
But we also need to be mindful of the potential risks.
Right.
We can't just blindly embrace this technology without considering the potential downsides.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
As AI becomes more powerful and integrated into our lives,
Right.
it's more important than ever to ensure that it's used ethically and responsibly.
Okay.
This means thinking critically about the data that AI systems are trained on, being aware of potential biases,
Yeah.
and developing safeguards to prevent unintended consequences.
We talked earlier about the potential for AI to be used in cyber warfare.
Right.
That's a pretty sobering example of how this technology could be misused.
It is a sobering thought.
Yeah.
And it highlights the need for robust cybersecurity measures
Right.
and international cooperation to prevent the malicious use of AI. We need to be proactive in addressing these challenges, not reactive.
So it's not enough to just focus on the technical aspects of AI development.
Right.
We also need to be thinking about the ethical, social, and political implications.
Absolutely.
It's a complex landscape,
It is.
and it requires a multifaceted approach.
Absolutely.
We need to engage in thoughtful discussions about AI governance involving experts from various fields,
Right.
as well as the public.
Yes.
This is not a conversation that can be left to technologists alone.
Right.
It's a conversation that needs to involve all of us.
It does.
Because ultimately, the future of AI is not predetermined.
It's not.
It's up to us to shape it.
It is.
And that brings us to the final frontier of AI.
Okay.
The mind-bending possibilities of artificial superintelligence,
Right.
or ASI. That's what we'll delve into after a quick break.
Sound good.
Stay tuned. And we're back for the grand finale of our AI adventure. We've covered a lot of ground, from the practical applications of AI in our daily lives to the more mind-boggling possibilities of AGI and ASI.
It's been quite a journey.
It really has.
And now we're entering the realm of the truly unknown,
Okay.
the realm of artificial superintelligence,
Right.
or ASI.
This is where things get really mind-bending.
Yeah,
And to be honest, a little bit intimidating.
it can be.
I mean, what does it even mean for a machine to be super intelligent?
Right.
Is it just about processing speed and raw data?
Well,
Or is there something more to it?
that's a question that has puzzled philosophers and scientists for decades.
Yeah.
Some experts define ASI as a hypothetical form of AI that surpasses human intelligence
Okay.
in every conceivable way.
Okay.
Problem-solving, creativity,
Right.
emotional intelligence,
Okay.
you name it.
So we're not just talking about a superpowered calculator.
No.
We're talking about a machine that could potentially outthink,
Right.
out-innovate, and even outfeel us humans.
Precisely.
Wow.
And that's where things get really interesting.
Potentially challenging.
Right. So what happens to our role in the world when machines are capable of doing everything we can do,
Right.
only better and faster?
That's a question that goes to the heart of what it means to be human.
Yeah.
If machines can do everything we can do, but better,
Right.
what purpose do we serve?
Exactly.
What makes us unique?
Those are profound questions.
They are.
And there's no easy answer.
No.
Some people believe that the rise of ASI will lead to a utopian future
Right.
where machines handle all the work and humans are free to pursue leisure and creative endeavors.
Right.
Others fear that ASI could pose an existential threat, leading to a scenario where machines surpass us
Right.
and potentially render humans obsolete.
Yeah. It's definitely a possibility.
I have to admit, I'm leaning more towards the existential threat camp.
Okay.
It's hard to imagine a scenario where superintelligent machines wouldn't eventually see us as unnecessary
Right.
or even a hindrance to their goals.
Yeah, that's a valid concern.
And one that we need to take seriously.
Right.
But it's important to remember that the future is not predetermined.
Okay.
The development of ASI is not inevitable.
Right.
And even if it does occur, the outcome is not set in stone.
Okay.
It all depends on the choices we make today.
So what choices can we make to ensure that ASI, if it does emerge,
Okay.
is a force for good rather than a threat to humanity?
That's the billion-dollar question.
Yeah.
And there's no single answer.
Okay.
But there are a few key principles that I think are essential.
Okay.
First, we need to prioritize ethical consideration in every aspect of AI development.
Right.
This means thinking deeply about the potential consequences of our actions and designing AI systems that are aligned with human values.
So it's not just about building smarter machines.
Correct.
It's about building machines that are aligned with our moral compass.
Exactly.
Which, I mean, that's not easy.
And that's not an easy task.
No.
It requires ongoing dialogue and collaboration between experts from various fields, including computer science, philosophy, ethics,
Okay.
and even psychology.
It sounds like we need a whole new field of study dedicated to the ethics of AI.
In a way, we already have that field emerging.
Okay.
It's often called AI ethics
Okay.
or responsible AI.
Got it.
And it's becoming increasingly important as AI systems become more powerful and pervasive.
Okay, so ethical considerations are paramount.
They are.
What else can we do to prepare for the potential emergence of ASI?
Another crucial step is to foster international cooperation on AI development and governance.
Okay.
This technology doesn't respect national borders.
Right.
So we need to work together to establish common principles and guidelines for its development and deployment.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We can't just have a free-for-all where every country is developing ASI without any regard for the potential global consequences.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to approach this challenge with a sense of shared responsibility,
Right.
recognizing that the future of AI is ultimately the future of humanity.
And that brings us back to those big existential questions we were pondering earlier.
Okay.
If ASI does emerge, what does it mean for the future of humanity?
Right.
Will we be able to coexist with machines that are potentially far more intelligent than us?
Yeah.
Or will we be relegated to the sidelines as some fear?
Those are questions that we may not be able to answer definitively for decades, if ever.
Right.
But I believe that the most important thing is to keep asking those questions,
Yeah.
to keep the dialogue going,
Okay.
and to approach this challenge with both humility and a sense of wonder.
Humility and wonder.
Yeah.
Two qualities that I think are essential in navigating this uncharted territory.
Absolutely.
It's both humbling and awe-inspiring to think about the potential of this technology.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
AI has the potential to reshape our world in profound ways,
Right.
both for good and for ill.
Yeah.
The choices we make today will determine which path we take.
So this isn't just about the future of technology.
It's not.
It's about the future of humanity itself.
It is.
It's about who we are, what we value,
Yeah.
and what kind of world we want to create for ourselves and future generations.
Well said.
Yeah,
This deep dive has been an incredible journey,
it really has.
and I hope it's inspired you to think critically about the role of AI in our world and the choices that lie ahead.
I know, it's definitely inspired me to learn more and to stay engaged in this crucial conversation.
Good.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI.
It's been fun.
We hope you found it insightful, thought-provoking,
Yeah,
and maybe even a little bit mind-blowing.
absolutely.
Remember, the future of AI is not predetermined.
It's not.
It's up to us to shape it.
It is.
So keep asking questions, stay informed, and be part of shaping the future of this transformative technology.
Couldn't said it better myself.